सदस्यमान भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी प्रभुपाद की जय, अनंत कोटि वैष्णववृंद की जय, रामाचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की जय, प्रेम से गौर श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद से अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद की जय, श्री राधा कृष्ण गौ गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरिवर्धन की जय, वृंदावन धाम की जय, नवद्वीप धाम की जय, स्वामी तो भक्तवृंद की जय, गंगा माई की जय, जमुना माई की जय, तुलसी देवी की जय, भक्ति देवी की जय, स्वामी तो भक्तवृंद की जय। All glories to the assembled Lord. All glories to the assembled Lord. Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna. So today's Srimad Bhagavatam class will be given by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, recorded on September 15th, 1976 in Vṛndāvana, and the verse is from Canto 1, Chapter 7, verse 18. So that's Canto 1, Chapter 7, verse 18.
तमापपंतम सविलक्ष दूरा कुमार हो उद्विग्न मनारथेन पराद्रवत प्राण परिपुत्सु पूर्वा जावद गमंग रुद्र भयाद यथार्क. So here is one reference that Lord Brahma was pursued by Lord Shiva. When Brahma was running after his beautiful daughter, so similarly here Aswathama, he knew that Arjuna is coming to kill him, so he was running very swiftly. From apatantam sabilaksha dura, from distant place, when he saw that Arjuna was coming, so dehatma buddhi, this is the distinction between person in bodily concept of life and person who is liberated from the bodily concept of life. So, when Vṛndāvana Muni cursed or wanted to kill what is the king? Amrish Maharaj. So Amrish Maharaj was a devotee. Unnecessarily he was harassed by Vṛndāvana Muni, But because Ambarish Maharaj was a pure devotee, advanced, he was not afraid of being killed. He was not afraid. There are many instances. Prahlad Maharaj, he was attempted to be killed by his father so many times, but he was never afraid. Although he was 5 years old boy, but he was not afraid. That is the distinction between an advanced devotee and ordinary man. Dhīrastattva namuyati. Death means changing of the body. So there is nothing to be very much afraid of. But one is afraid of death because at the time of death, the tribulation, the miserable condition of the body is very, very severe. So much severe that one cannot remain. He has to give up his body. Just like sometimes out of disappointment, too much suffering, one commits suicide, death. So death means very, very painful. As much as birth is also very, very painful. Therefore, Krishna presents Janma Mittu Jara Vyadhi Dukha Dosana Darsana. One who is intelligent enough, he should always keep before him the sufferings of birth, death, old age and disease. In front. You can cite. Birth, death, old age, they are very suffering conditions. But if one is advanced devotee, he is not afraid of. Narayana parasatve na kutaschana bibhati. Narayana para is never afraid of. Death is coming, that's all right. What is wrong there? Provided he knows that after giving up this body, I am going to Krishna. Dhīrastattva namuyati. He is dhīra. One who is dhīra, he is not afraid of. So we have to become dhīra. Then we shall not be afraid of death. Unless we are dhīra, there are two classes of men, dhīra and adhīra. Dhīra means one is not disturbed even though there is cause of disturbances. One may not be disturbed when there is no cause of disturbances. Just like we are not now at the present moment, we are not afraid of death. But as soon as we find there is earthquake and we are afraid of this building may fall down, the cause of disturbances, then we become very much disturbed, sometimes screaming. So one who is not disturbed, even there is cause of disturbance, he is called dhīra. Dhīrastattva namuyati. This is the statement of Bhagavatam. We have to become dhīra from adhīra. But this Krishna consciousness movement is so nice that adhīra can be dhīra. This is the profit of this movement. Krishnat kirtana gana nattana paro premamritam nidhi dhīra dhīra. Krishnat kirtana gana nattana paro Premamritamuni Dhira Dhira Janapriya. This Krishna consciousness movement is pleasing to both the classes of men, namely the Dhira and the Adhira. It is so nice. Dhira Dhira Janapriya Priyakaro Ninmasaro Pujita. This was introduced by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and followed by the six Goswami, Bande Rupa Sanatana Raghujugo, Sri Jiva Gopal. So, this is the moment how to make a Adhira Dhira. Everyone is Adhira, who is not afraid of death, who is not afraid of course, that were too much agnostic, they forget. But there is suffering, we can see how one suffering at the time of death. There are some men dying. Nowadays it has become a very common coma. One is lying in the bed for weeks, 2 weeks, crying. The life is not going. Those who are very, very sinful. So, there is great pain at the time of death, there is great pain at the time of birth, and there is pain when you are diseased, and there are so many pains when you are old, the body is not strong, we suffer in so many ways, especially rheumatism and indigestion, then blood pressure, headache, so many things. Therefore, one should be trained now how to become dhira. These things, disturbances, make us adhira, and we should be trained now to dhira. That is spiritual education. One has to know it. Matra sparsasya kauntiya sitasna sukhadukkada. These sufferings, matra sparsha, tanmatra, on account of the senses, sense perception, we suffer. And these senses are made of material nature. So one has to become above the material nature, then he can become dhira. Otherwise, one has to remain adhira. Dhira dhira jana priyo priyakaro. So, Aswathama became very much disturbed. Tam atva tamapatam sa vilaksa dura. Kumara from Hanan, killing. So he is described here not as Aswathama, Kumara one who killed the 5 boys of Draupadi, Kumaras. Boys are called Kumara. Prahlad Maharaj said, Kumara. Kumaro acharit pragya dharman bhagavatani. From the childhood, because here Kumaro they were innocent boys, they were killed. So we do not know whether I am a Kumar or I am an old man. There is no certainty of death. Any moment death can take place. Not that I am now Kumara, I can play. When I shall become old man, I shall chant Hare Krishna. This is not a very good policy. Prahlad Maharaj says, no, immediately. Kumaro acharit pragya dharman bhagavatan. Therefore, the children, those who are actually dhira, Vaishnava, they should give education to the children. What education? Not this so-called technical education or smoking education, drinking education, and so many rascal education. This is not education. Education means Bhagavad education. To understand God. That is what. Athāta Brahma Jigyāsa. Education should be given in such a way that the student should be very, very inquisitive. Inquisitive. What about? Inquisitive about Brahma, not about this body. The body is matter, and the spirit soul is Brahma. Athāta Brahma Jigyāsa. This is human life. One should be inquisitive to know about spiritual life, what is spirit, soul. That is the first education. But where is that education? There is no such education. Prahlāda Maharaj teaches that immediately, from the beginning of life, as soon as one is 4 or 5 years old, he should be educated about Brahma. That is called Brahma Jigyāsa, beginning. That is wanted. And for him, there is need of Guru, one who is inquisitive or serious about inquiring about Brahma. He requires Guru. Guru is not a fashion. Guru is necessity. Tadvijnanatham Guru meva vigacche. Tadvijnana. Tadvijnana means spiritual education. For material education, there is no need of Guru. You keep Guru, of course, required, but Guru means to inquire about spiritual subject matter. Tasmad Gurum Prapaddeta Jigyāsu Srila Uttamam. Uttamam. Uttamam means Udgata Tamam Jasmat. Tamam means darkness. This world is darkness. Everyone will know that this material world is dark. And because it is dark, there is need of the sunshine, there is need of the moonshine, there is need of electricity, there is need of fire, because it is constitutionally dark. And the Vedic injunction is Tamasima. Don't remain in darkness. Jyoti Gama. Go to the light. And our Chaitanya Charitamrita, Kaviraj Goswami, he gives what is that light. Krishna Sujja Sama Hoy Maya Andhakar. Jaha Krishna Taha Nahi Maya Radhika. That light is Krishna. And anything which is not Krishna, Krishna is everything, but to make a general division, Maya, that is Andhakar. So we should not remain in Maya. We should remain always in Krishna consciousness. Then our life is successful. Otherwise, we shall continue the life of darkness. Uttamam, Udgata, Tama, darkness. You have to pass over this darkness. Padanga padanga jada vipadam. Here in the darkness, just like in the darkness, if you walk, in every step there is danger. Every step there is danger. Padanga padanga jada vipadam. If you don't want to avoid this dangerous life in darkness, then you must get to Krishna consciousness. Krishna Surya Sama Hoy Maya Andhaka. Maya is Andhaka. Jaha Krishna taha nahi Maya Radhika. The Surya, as soon as there is sunshine, the darkness automatically goes. So if you keep Krishna always in view, in your brain, in your heart, Sabai Mana Krishna Padaravinda. If you simply keep Krishna within the heart, Manmana Bhavamad Bhakta. Krishna says, Manmana Bhavamad Bhakta. Then your life is safe. Otherwise, in the darkness, there is always danger in every state. Padanga padanga jada vipada. Samasita ji padapallavam plavam. Mahat padanga punna jaso murari. Bhavam buddhi vassa padanga paranga padang. Padanga padanga jada vipadang natisha. This is the version of Srimad Bhagavatam. Take shelter of Krishna. Samasita ji padapallavam plavam. Padapallavam. Lotus feet of Krishna. Jasu Murari. Murari is Krishna. One was taken shelter of the lotus feet, which is compared with a boat, Plabam. Then he has nothing to fear from this material ocean of darkness. And this place, this material world, which is darkness, and where there is danger, step by step, padanga padanga jad vipada, not tesham. Tesham, for them, it is not for them. It is for the persons who want to remain in the darkness. And one who does not want to remain in darkness, for him, tasmad gurum prabhaddita, he has to take shelter of the bona fide guru. If you are serious about not remaining in darkness, as it is said in the Vedas, tamasi ma jyotirgama, if you take this instruction of Vedas, Vedic instruction, you have to take. Otherwise you will suffer. That is Veda. Why Veda is there? To give you intelligence. Chaitanya Charitamrita is said, Anadi Bohirmog Jeev Krishna Bhuli Gela. Ataev Krishna Veda Purana Korila. This rascal, Anadi Bohirmog Jeev, bereft of Krishna consciousness, Jeev, they do not know when they have forgotten Krishna. Anadi. Anadi means even before creation. Before creation. Long period. So Anadi Bahirmukh Jeev, Krishna Bhuli Gela. Ataya Krishna Veda Purana. What is the meaning of these Vedas and Puranas? To remind us about Krishna. So, how will you understand Vedas and Puranas? Tasmad Gurum Prapaddita. You have to go to the Guru. Why? Jigyasu says, if you want to know the real life, then you have to go to Guru. Jigyasu says Uttamam. Then what is the sign, what is the symptom of such Guru, where I shall get real information? That is also stated. Jigyasu se uttamam sabde parecha nisnatam. One who is fully aware of the transcendental science or words, sabda Brahma. Sabda Brahma means Vedic literature. One is completely in awareness of Vedic knowledge. Sabdi Parecha Nisnatam. Nisnatam means one has taken a dip in the ocean of this Vedic literature. Nisnatam. And what is the result? Sabdi Parecha Nisna Brahmani Upasamasrayam. The Supreme Brahma, Brahma, Paramatma, Bhagavan, Brahmani, either of them. But Bhagavan is the best. Or if you cannot approach Bhagavan, the Supreme Personality Godhead, Brahma is also. Because if one is in Brahma, he has a chance to make further progress. But Kali Yuga, it is very difficult to go very slow. Therefore, Krishna, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and all the Shastras, they are giving directly in touch with Krishna. It's step by step, it is very difficult. So that is the special gift in this age. That is said in the Srimad Bhagavatam. In this age there is a special gift. What is that special gift? Kirtanadiva Krishnasya. Kalu, in this age, this world is full of faults. But there is one facility. Kirtanadiva Krishnasya. Mukta Sangha Parang Braje. One can become liberated and go back to home, back to Godhead. Therefore, the Krishna consciousness movement is there to take Kirtan very easily. We have got a report from Europe, in Yugoslavia. People are chanting Hare Krishna mantra even there in Yugoslavia. That is a communist country. Is it not? What is that place? Yugoslavia. They are taking very nice part in chanting Hare Krishna mantra. So, as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, that there is no question of language difficulty. Hare Krishna mantra is so nice that any part of the world or any part of the universe you can go and chant and it will be appreciated. There is no need of language difficulty. So take this Hare Krishna mantra, chant yourself, preach all over the world, everyone will be happy and there will be no more fearfulness from death. Dheeras tatta namayas. Namo Dev. Thank you very much.
Om Jnana Timriyandasya Gananjana Salakaya Chakjurun Militanyena Tasmai Shri Gurve Namaha Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutaye Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Iti Namane Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharne Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Prasyatya Tesatarne Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nitya Nanda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Okay, so thank you very much. Today we had a class, thank you, on the Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 7, text number 18. So this was in Vṛndāvana of September of 1976. So I'll repeat the Sanskrit. So the Sanskrit is Tapt apatanam savilaksya durat kumara hodvigna manaratena paradravat prana paripsori urvyam yavad gaman rudra bayad yatakaha. And the translation: Asvatthama, the murderer of the princess, seeing from a great distance Arjuna coming at him with great speed, fled in his chariot, panic-stricken, just to save his life, as Brahma fled in fear from Shiva. So it gives this example of Asvatthama, and there's another example of Ambarish Maharaj, and we learn that what is actually the difference here between Ashvatthama and why was he so panic-stricken in that sense. So if anyone would like to explain.
Was it because Ashwatthama was adhiras? He was afraid of death?
Yes, yeah. And why was he afraid of death? Shri Shri Radhakuland ki, Shri Shri Sitaram Laxman Hanuman ki, Shri Shri Gaurnitai ki. Jai.
This I don't remember.
Yeah. Yeah. But yes. But there's a certain symptom as well.
But it's also Prabhupada describes how the suffering is very severe.
Yes.
Prabhupada mentions in the lecture how that the suffering of birth is as the same as death, trials and tribulations. So for a dhira, he has shelter of Krishna, Narayana, Parayana, whereas the opposite, he has no shelter, so he's afraid very much. That's what, from what I had and understood from Prabhupada.
Yeah. Thank you. But what actually causes, what is the main symptom that causes someone to have that fear? No. Yes, Bijal.
Prabhupada said having a materialistic concept of self, thinking that you are the body.
Yes, exactly.
I am the body.
Yeah, so Ashvatthama was on the bodily concept of life. So he was identifying with the materialistic aspect, and he was, believing that this is him, his situation, and so on. So this is the distinction, and give the example of dhira and adhira. So that's the difference. So dhira is one is more fixed, and adhira one isn't fixed. So as Srila Prabhupada says, if one is dhira, they're Narayan Paraha, so he's never afraid of death. Death is coming, so that's all right. What is wrong there? Provided he knows that after giving up this body, I'm going to Krishna. So that's what I said, that a devotee doesn't have this fear of death because it's not unknown to them. So, as it's mentioned, that we have to become dhira. And all these disturbances make us adhira when we identify with these. So, Srila Prabhupada quotes a verse from the Bhagavad Gita, if you can recall. Yeah. No, there's a different one. Yes, matras parsas tukunteya. So that all these different disturbances, they'll come and go, like with the change of the seasons. But Srila Prabhupada says that both dhira and adhira, we can still take the Krishna consciousness. So all these disturbances we can tolerate in this concept. So Srila Prabhupada mentions about Ashvatthama, that he killed the children. So Srila Prabhupada mentions, what does he mention in regard to children? Yes, Mudra Priya.
Then they need early education, so from the age of 4 or 5,
yeah,
they should have education in Krishna consciousness.
Yeah, yes, exactly. So Srila Prabhupada is making this point that from the beginning, that we can actually, we can overcome this concept, and children, from the very beginning, they can have this idea of something higher, and not to actually be, trapped in this understanding of life, which will cause more misery. And he says that education should be given in such a way that they become inspired to know more. So, even children, as we can see, that they'll become very Krishna conscious as well. And he mentions one more thing about children, if you can remember, that he says that even a child, what do they need as well? Yes, a guru. Yeah. So that even a children knows, a guru is the educator in that sense. And Srila Prabhupada gives a very simple analogy. What is the difference? What should we do, or where should we go to? He mentions, at every step. What is there at every step? Yeah. So there's danger at every step. So he mentions, a simple analogy about, what should we do? Yes, Smart Haripu. Yeah.
He quotes of us, Krishna Surya Samahana Maya Andhakar. But wherever there is Krishna, spiritual knowledge, there's no darkness.
Yes, exactly. So all danger and all darkness comes from Maya, but if we take shelter of Krishna, it's mentioned that Krishna is like the sun, and then there can be no question of darkness. So it's very simple but effective, and Yeah, that's the process. So, Srila Prabhupada mentions as well. He mentioned about certain country as well, and so what is the actual solution beyond that? You know, the process in terms of.
Yugoslavia, he mentioned.
Yes, yeah.
Yugoslavia.
Yes, but there's a certain a process.
They were. There's an analogy Srila Prabhupada has given that Surya,
Yeah.
sun, is dissipate or darkness.
Yes,
Maya is darkness.
Yes, yeah.
Wherever is Jaha Krishna, Tahanai Maya Dodhikar, which means that wherever Krishna is, so we have to take shelter of Krishna.
Yes.
And the Yugoslavia people, they are chanting Hare
Yes.
Krishna mantra.
Yeah, so chanting, that's.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah, so Chaitanya has given us Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given us a very simple process of, by chanting the Lord's name.
Because they were a communist country,
Yes.
Yugoslavia at one time.
Yes.
Now they are, that's the...
Yes, yeah, thank you. So, Srila Prabhupada said that, yeah, that is in this age, which is an ocean of faults, the very special gift is the chanting of the holy name. So, yeah, that's it to actually save us from all danger and tribulations. So, I'd like to ask if there's anybody has any realizations or comments or suggestions. Thank you, Prabhu.
Yes, I was wondering, because Prabhupada was saying towards the end that in Kali Yuga it's very difficult to go step by step, to progress very slowly.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why Lord Chaitanya and the Shastra is giving us, this process, this Yuga Dharma. But I'm just wondering, why exactly is it difficult to have this slow progress?
Well, in previous ages, they would take like many years, of meditation and so on, for thousands of years. In this age, we live to 100 years max, and the process of Astanga Yoga is very particular in terms of the requirements and so on. So, it's very, hard to actually, to do that kind of meditation. So, basically, and even the Eightfold Path, it's a whole process which leads up to meditation in the end. So ultimately, it's a special gift because life is more troublesome in this age as well. And by immediately chanting the Lord's name, we bypass all that and we go straight to the meditation. So it's a lot of mercy in that sense, that we can simply cut out all the unnecessary things if we can just go straight to the goal. Yeah. Sure. Thank you. Yes, Mother Sachi. Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Very important point he mentioned is that, Srila Prabhupada, that today we are Kumara, young, and old age. He mentioned about himself that I am an old man, thinking that we can start our spiritual life or search for practicing for Krishna consciousness later on, as I am young now. But death can come any time at any age. So the sooner we do, the better. That is an important point. That's why he was, this is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mercy. He's mentioned that this age is very difficult to go step by step. But as you mentioned also, the constant chanting of the holy name is we will go back home, back to Godhead. Hare Krishna.
Yes, thank you, Mother Sachi. Yes, just say that point was in relation to Prahlad Maharaj, and I was saying that, as Prahlad Maharaj said, that we're, we don't know how old we are because we're only as old as long as we live, and death could be at any second. So we don't know actually, when our last moment is. Yeah.
You mentioned this point about tolerance. In the teachings of Queen Kunti, Prabhupada's lecture, he elaborates on this point. Arjuna is telling Krishna that you're telling me to kill my relatives and family members, but I have feelings for them. So Krishna is replying back, you tolerate these feelings. You don't allow these feelings to affect you, because it's all temporary. Don't take the temporary too seriously.
Okay. Thank you, Srinivas Prabhu. Thank you. Okay, so thank you very much. Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, all glories assembled devotees. Hare Krishna.
His Grace David Prabhu ki.
Jai.
Bhakta David ki.
No one can put breakfast transfer. I can ask around, yeah. No, I guess no one's clean now anymore. Yeah. Okay, if you want me to do that.